What if I told you that Lagos, a city many international investors once considered too risky, has now become Africa's most expensive location for premium corporate office projects? Not Johannesburg, not Nairobi, not Cape Town, Lagos. And behind this headline lies a much bigger story. A story about money, power, corporate migration, and where smart investors believe Africa's future is heading. Because when companies are willing to spend more money in one city than anywhere else on the continent, they are betting on something. The question is, what are they seeing that others aren't? Welcome to the Diaspora Project Media, where we uncover the biggest economic shifts, the hidden investment opportunities, and the stories shaping Africa's future. Today we are breaking down why Lagos has officially become Africa's most expensive city for premium office fit-outs, what this means for investors, why multinational companies continue pouring billions into Nigeria, and most importantly, whether this is the beginning of Africa's next major real estate boom. Stay with us until the end, because the real opportunity isn't where most people think it is. Here's the shocking part. According to global construction consultancy Turner & Townsend, premium office fit-outs in Lagos now cost approximately $2,718 per square meter. Think about that. Companies are spending more money building elite office spaces in Lagos than in any other African city. And despite Nigeria's economic challenges, the demand keeps growing. That raises a controversial question. How can a city facing inflation, currency volatility, and infrastructure gaps become Africa's most expensive corporate office destination? The answer reveals something most headlines miss. Chapter 1. The bigger story behind the headline. Many people read this story and immediately assume higher costs are bad. But sophisticated investors often see things differently. Because rising commercial real estate costs can sometimes signal something powerful. Demand. Real demand. Not speculation. Not hype. Demand. Think about New York, London, Singapore, Dubai. The most expensive business districts in the world became expensive because companies desperately wanted access to those markets. Now let's apply that thinking to Lagos. More than 20 million people, Africa's largest consumer market, one of the continent's biggest startup ecosystems, a major financial hub, a strategic gateway to West Africa. Suddenly, the story starts making more sense. Why companies are paying more. Section 1. The Grade A office race. Today's multinational companies aren't looking for ordinary office spaces. They are demanding Grade A environments, world-class internet, advanced security systems, energy-efficient designs, smart building technologies, employee wellness centers, premium meeting facilities, executive lounges, and those features cost money, lots of money, especially in a market where many components still need to be imported. Section 2. Import dependency. Here's where things become even more interesting. Many premium office materials used in Lagos projects come from overseas. Glass systems, advanced HVAC equipment, smart access technologies, specialized finishes, power infrastructure. Currency fluctuations make these imports even more expensive. Yet companies keep buying. That tells us something. The demand remains strong enough to absorb rising costs. Investor analysis. Now let's think like investors. When businesses are willing to spend more to establish operations in a city, they are making a long-term bet. A company doesn't invest millions into premium headquarters if it plans to leave next year. These investments reflect confidence. Confidence in future revenues. Confidence in workforce availability. Confidence in market growth. And confidence in long-term opportunity. That's why global investors pay attention to commercial real estate trends. Sometimes they reveal economic shifts before everyone else notices. Before we continue, if you're interested in African business, diaspora wealth creation, real estate opportunities, and investment intelligence the mainstream media often misses, subscribe to the Diaspora Project Media and hit the notification bell so you never miss our future deep dives. Also tell us in the comments, do you believe Lagos will become Africa's leading financial hub within the next decade? Yes or no? Let's hear your thoughts. Chapter 2. Lagos versus Johannesburg versus Nairobi. Now let's compare Africa's three heavyweight business cities. Johannesburg remains one of the continent's most sophisticated financial centers. Nairobi continues attracting technology firms and multinational headquarters. But Lagos possesses something neither city can easily replicate: scale, massive scale, population, consumer demand, market size, entrepreneurial activity, investment potential. For many companies, Lagos represents access to opportunities that are simply too large to ignore. And that's helping drive demand for premium office infrastructure.
Chapter 3.
The hidden money story. But here's where the story becomes even more fascinating. The office market itself may not be the biggest opportunity. The supporting industries could be. Construction, building technology, energy systems, facility management, industrial logistics, data centers, commercial security, smart infrastructure. When one sector expands rapidly, entire ecosystems often grow around it. And that's where some of the smartest investors focus their attention. They don't just watch the skyscraper, they watch everything feeding the skyscraper. Final section. What this means for Africa. Whether you see Lagos's rising cost as a warning sign or a bullish signal, one fact is becoming difficult to ignore. Africa's commercial real estate landscape is changing. Global standards are arriving. Corporate expectations are rising. Competition between cities is intensifying, and billions of dollars are following those trends. The question is no longer whether Africa's major business hubs will grow. The question is, which cities will dominate the next decade? And increasingly, Lagos is making a strong case for itself. The rise of Lagos as Africa's most expensive corporate office market isn't just a real estate story, it's an investment signal, a business signal, and perhaps a glimpse into where Africa's economic future is being built. What do you think? Is Lagos becoming Africa's undisputed business capital? Or do Johannesburg, Nairobi, Cairo, and Cape Town still have the advantage? Which country are you watching from? Drop it in the comment section. And by which African industry do you think is the most undervalued? Tell me below, and I'll break it down in the next video. If you enjoyed this analysis, subscribe to the Diaspora Project Media. Like this video, share it with someone interested in African investment opportunities, and we'll see you in the next deep dive.